rock bottom is an endless destination. I mean, you have to learn how to fail. You have to be great at it. You have to understand it. You have to understand the depths of failing and why failing is so important. Because if you can't learn how to fail and be great at failing and understand failing and learn from your failures, like learn how to get better from them, it's going to be very hard for you to succeed. Don't be the person that doesn't try. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what anyone else says. It's you against you. It's your journey. It's your path. It's your life. What's up, guys? Your boy. I'm back. What's going on? It's your boy, Raheel Siddiqui, coming to you. Wallbreaker 200, episode 6. Man, so fired up. So excited to be here with you guys. I don't know if you guys follow me on social media or not. I hope you do, but great news. Obviously, I've been working really hard the last few months, just trying to get Wallbreaker 200 kind of revamped, reformed per se. I got an amazing team helping me out here and just so excited, so fired up to kind of keep this new content rolling, keep this new and fresh and just ready to rock and roll. Just content coming to you, and really excited for my show. Really want to help impact, really want to help grow, really want to help everybody out there. So I'm really hoping that you guys are subscribing to my page, hit that smash button at Raheel the Speaker on YouTube, and follow me on IG at Raheel the Speaker. And, got some other exciting stuff coming on with my one-on-one coaching program that I'm coming out with here really soon, and so excited to work with so many individuals to help them reform, reshape their mindset, how to come back from resilience, how to truly transform your mindset to be that ultimate wall breaker that I know you can be, and more details to follow on that too as well. But super excited to be here, man. I am fired up, man. For today's topic, I want to talk about something very important, and I feel like I say this every episode, but definitely being very truthful as possible. And it's truly about failing, right? And what I mean by that is I really want people to understand the importance of failing, right? Why is failing important? Why learning how to fail is important? The true art behind failing, the science behind failing, how you can really use failing as a tool, as a mechanism, as a method, as a true just experience overall to truly master how to fail. And I feel like once you master how to fail and truly understand the depths of failure, I feel like that will truly help you succeed. I really do. So let's get started. Failure, man. I mean, you're looking at the king of failures pretty much my entire life. I mean, Jesus, from day one, right? I'm the type of guy that's, I probably wasn't the most perfect student. I know I probably definitely failed a few assignments here and there during my time. I did graduate college, thank God. I don't know how, but I did anyway. And all jokes aside, I think failing for me, man, has definitely been at the core of my entire soul, man. I feel like I've failed so many times, and I think that's why this topic was really important to me, because I feel like so many people out there, they're struggling. I know you're struggling. I know you're going through it, right? I know you're going through that process of when is it going to happen for me? When is it going to be my time? When is it going to really happen for me where I can wake up one day and not worry and not stress and not cry and not struggle and not suffer and not bleed and not just be in this deep, dark depression of when am I going to get out of this rat race of failure? I keep trying, I keep failing, I keep trying, I keep failing, I keep trying, I keep failing. And believe me, man, I know more than anybody, right? I did not lose 200 pounds by just snapping my fingers and I just became a beast. I wish it was that simple, man. It took me a long time. I've been at this game for almost 15 years now, and I'm telling you, it is definitely something that can really test your fortitude, right? Really test your mental toughness. And I think that's why, instead of me trying to help people on the whole training aspect, I really feel like it's more important to understand the mind, right? As to why I'm going into a true mindset, resilience, battling adversity, breaking walls, just having that true control over your mind. Because as I said before, it doesn't matter what plan you have. You can take a piece of paper, write out a whole entire plan formula. You can go on Google. You can Google strategies. You can Google, diet plans, fitness plans. Even if you're, forget fitness, even if you're just somebody who's trying to grow in your career, you can download resumes. You can go on YouTube. You can look up, just videos on how to interview, how to ask questions, anything, right? I mean, how to be a better athlete, how to be a better news reporter, how to be a better just professional in your life, how to be a better spouse, how to be a better parent, right? I mean, I feel like all of those channels can really talk about failure, right? Because nobody is perfect in life, right? You're going to fail at some point. I mean, nobody just wakes up and they're just a master at their craft. It's literally humanly impossible, to be a master at your craft. So I think, to start off my episode, I definitely want to talk about my own failures first and foremost. I mean, Jesus, I can't even tell you how many times I've just failed in my entire life, especially on my journey specifically, with my fitness, right? I mean, I remember joining a local gym by my house in Baltimore. I kept saying I was going to, go and really get after it. I would Google search plans, diet plans, meal plans. I went a day or two, maybe 1 week. I even went like 3 or 4 days, which I thought at that time was a really great week. And then it just kept dwindling down. Then the next week became, 2 days, and then maybe another week of 2 days, and then it became 1 day, and then it became no days. And then I ended up quitting that gym. I remember in college too, like I played a lot of intramural sports, intramural basketball, intramural football. And, honestly, I feel like I was pretty athletic for my size in my younger days too, but I just didn't have like that core mentality, right? I wasn't in top physical condition at that time. I literally was just living off of my youth because it's just a sheer fact, right? I mean, the younger you are, the more energy you have. Your bones are healthier, they're stronger because you're younger, right? I mean, it's a lot different when you're, 20, 21, 22 versus when you're 40, 41, 42, right? I mean, it's just human genetics at that point. But I just didn't have the mindset, man. I was still weak. I was still mentally broken. I was still mentally beaten up. And I think just everything that I was going through at that time, growing up, adolescence, teenage years, college years, 20s, mid 20s, heading into 27, when I got kicked off on my journey, I mean, I failed a lot, man. Like, you have no idea. Like, just literally just over and over and over again. I try to hire a trainer, again, even at the school, I try to like go to the track, try to run some laps. I'd have some success, but then I'd fail again, or I'd have some success, or I'd quit again. And I talked about quitting a lot in my last episode, right? I mean, quitting is the number one reason why we can't get from point A to point B, right? But I will say that honestly, those experiences of failure and learning truly how to fail really did help teach me how to get to this point. And some people look at me as like, oh, I'm a true success story, and I appreciate that, and it means the world to me. But I think in my own mind, I still don't feel like that. I still feel like I have a lot to prove. I feel like I have a lot to accomplish. I still have that fire inside my gut, man, like no tomorrow. Ever since I got that back surgery done in 2020, and I was able to kind of rip off all the weight that I gained from 2011 and kind of keep that ferocity, keep that ferocious mentality. I still feel like that same guy that I was back in 2011 when I started my journey, right? And it means the world to me, and I love you guys so much for all like the love and the support, my followers, my people out there who have supported me from day one. It means the world to me, and without you guys, I also wouldn't be here too. But I just feel like, those failures, those lessons of failing really, really taught me also along the way what it truly means to find a path towards success. So I don't want to say that I am successful because I feel like that's all mindset. I feel like if you tell yourself you made it, then you've made it. And to me, I don't want to ever tell myself I made it. I don't care how much weight I lost. I don't care how many pant sizes I've gone down or how many neck sizes I've shrunk down. Again, it means the world to me, but that's the icing on the cake. I mean, the real cake is being in the best shape of my life, being healthy, right? I mean, first and foremost, for my family, for my wife, for my son, for myself, and, living as long and healthy as I possibly can, for myself and for them. And everything else is the icing on the cake. And I love it, right? I talked about it last time, man. I mean, there's no worse feeling than being 405 pounds and being into the darkness and walking into, the mall and just seeing like a sick suit or a sick shirt and just know, right? Like you have no chance to fit into that. I mean, it's hard, man. I mean, it's really hard. And these are the dark times that I went through. I couldn't share that at those times because I was young, I was immature, I had fear. But the guy that I was back then, I needed the guy that I am right now. And I think that's the whole reason why I'm so passionate about, doing what I'm doing. I want to do something that I love. I want to help people who are struggling, who are facing adversity, who are facing challenges, who are facing those walls they need to break. That's why I'm getting into, the one-on-one coaching avenue. And I'm also getting into, podcasting, because if my voice can help you and be a spark for you, I will be there for you every single time. But going back to failure, right? I think, the reason why I feel like I am so much hungrier than I was when I started, and I have so much more fire in my gut, and I'm just addicted, man, to getting up in the morning and dominating my workout and crushing my workout and just literally just grabbing adversity by the throat and just choking it out, is because I became an expert at failure. I mean, I really did, man. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I mean, dude, I was 27 years old and I failed at so many things in my life, right? I mean, fitness first and foremost, without a doubt. But I think it becomes a snowball effect, right? I feel like I could have been a better friend. I could have been a better son. Could I have been a better sibling? Maybe. Could I have been a better student? For sure. Could I have been a better athlete in high school when I played high school football? Yeah, sure. I played it 1 year and then I quit. I mean, I just, I didn't get any playing time. I didn't want to go through the rigors of earning my playing time. And instead, I just had the victim's mentality. I was just feeling sorry for myself. I was like, this sucks. I quit. Right. And so that also led to other failure habits, right? Trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing. But I feel like truly in my heart, man, if you are somebody who is failing at something and you're trying to set a goal and you feel like you're failing, don't think of it as, oh my God, I'm failing. It's the end of the world. I'm never going to get there. No, at some point, man, it's all about your mind, man. Take control of your mind and tell your mind, you know what? No, I am failing, but it's okay because I'm going to be an expert at failing. I'm going to take the lessons, write down some notes, go back and figure out why I'm failing, and then keep trying again, and then see if you're going to succeed the next time or find some success the next time, right? And then if you try and you fail again, and then you do it all over again, rinse and repeat, 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. It's just that simple. On repeat until you get it right. It will always be 1 step forward, 2 steps backward until you finally have the courage to take that 1 step forward once and for all for good and never look back. And I think that's the whole point of my episode 6 about failing, right? Rock bottom is an endless destination, man. I mean, you have to learn how to fail. You have to be, honestly, you have to be great at it. You have to understand it. You have to understand the depths of failing and why failing is so important. Because if you can't learn how to fail and be great at failing and understand failing and learn from your failures, like learn how to get better from them, it's going to be very hard for you to succeed. So a couple examples come to my mind. For a lot of you sports people out there, like myself, I'll just use the obvious, right? Michael Jordan, go figure. For those of you, actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure all of you know who Michael Jordan is at this point. But in all seriousness, right, what happened? Michael Jordan, high school team, got cut, right? Didn't think he was good enough. Failed at that, right? And his family told him to go work hard. He was kind of in the crosshairs between baseball and basketball, but obviously the basketball passion grew harder and harder, and he got cut from his high school team. I think his brother made the team, and not him, if I'm not mistaken. And he had to find a way to get better, right? Learn from the lessons. Why did he get cut? Why was he failing? What was going on? So obviously he corrected a lot of those mistakes, worked that much harder, got the scholarship to North Carolina, hit the game-winning shot against Georgetown his rookie season, and obviously went on to be the 3rd overall pick. I blanked out because I forgot about Sam Bowie, man. Sheesh, Portland, dude. Why? What were you guys thinking, man? Shout out to Sam Bowie. I don't know if you're ever going to see my podcast. Nothing but respect for you, my brother. But, man, taking Michael Jordan after Sam Bowie, that must hurt. Olajuwon at one, I get it, because obviously, I don't think Houston fans are too mad about that, but man. But either way, Jordan going three to the Bulls. But fast forward to his first, 6, 7 years of his career, what happened? I mean, the individual accolades were there, but he kept failing, right? I mean, he was only known as a pure scorer. Even in the Last Dance documentary, he talked about that, right? I mean, he said it. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson are winning championships. Michael Jordan is just a scorer. Can he ever get the Bulls over the hump to be a champion? And he had to fail. He had to fail a lot, losing to the Pistons, losing to Bird, obviously just, taking those beatings in the Eastern Conference, not either making the playoffs or losing in the playoffs, right? I mean, it really took him a long time. And then Phil Jackson coming in there and explaining to him about the process and explaining to him how the triangle offense is going to help him and make him understand that, yes, you're a great scorer. You're probably the leading scorer in the league, but we're failing. The Bulls are failing. You're failing. What can we do to get better? What can we do to succeed? And, I think the rest is history. I think you guys know how he turned out, right? But that's a long time. I mean, my point is he failed a long time, man. You're talking about a freshman from high school all the way up until 7 years as a pro. So now you're talking age 15 to about age 26, something like that. Maybe 27, honestly. I think it was probably 27 when he won his first championship. So we're looking at a good 8 to 10 year window where Michael Jordan was, known by a lot of people to his standards as a failure, right? So I can't probably think of a better example. And, just even going down the list, right? Just high level, right? Shaq and Kobe, same thing, right? Kobe came to LA. Him and Shaq were there. Del Harris was there. They kept losing, kept getting swept, losing to Utah, losing to San Antonio. Lo and behold, Phil Jackson got there. He had to show them. He had to teach them the way. Like, listen, you guys are high. They're probably the best duo in the league now that Michael and Scottie are gone. You guys are running a one-on-one type of offense. We're not winning. We're losing. You guys are losing. You guys are failing. We're failing. Let's learn how to bounce back from our failures, right? Let's learn how to get better. Let's learn how to win. Obviously, I think we all know how they did too. And even just other examples, right? I mean, Oprah Winfrey, man. Oprah Winfrey herself, right? Like the queen of TV. I mean, she was fired from her first job as a TV reporter at age 23. Oprah Winfrey. I mean, Jesus. I mean, come on, right? Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple. From his own damn company, they fired his ass, dude. Literally. I mean, damn, that's harsh, right? I mean, you get fired from your job, bro, and then all of a sudden, what happens? He had to come right back, and the rest is history, right? So Vera Wang also, I mean, she failed as a skater, right? She thought that was it. Oh my God, I failed. This is over. This is my life. And look at her. Now she's one of the most prestigious brands in the entire fashion world and in the entire fashion industry, right? I mean, my point is you have to go through it, right? Failure is the greatest lesson we can learn. Speaking of the sports lessons, I remember Chris Bosh from the Miami Heat was speaking at the Hall of Fame speech, and the one line that he talked about was when the Lakers lost to the Celtics in the finals, and a few days later, Kobe had to get ready for the Olympics in '08, and Chris Bosh had talked about, his speech about how he had just got downstairs, he was getting ready to work out, practice, etc., and he said he saw Kobe Bryant icing his knees. Basically, he had already worked out. He'd already practiced when Chris Bosh was getting ready to go and practice. And then he made the famous quote. And I'm going to paraphrase. I don't want to butcher it. But he said, legends are not defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures. I mean, that's probably one of the sickest lines that I've ever heard in my entire life, right? I mean, Kobe literally got his ass kicked in the finals by the Celtics. I think game 6, they lost by 36 points, right? And he was already going through the dreaded war every single day of Kobe can't win without Shaq. I mean, he heard it, he bled it, he cried it, he sweated it for years, right? And then you get all the way to the finals thinking you're going to finally prevail, and then nope. You get your ass kicked, and you failed again, right? Kobe Bryant had to go through it, right? So everybody in life that that is successful, I promise you they have a story where they have failed. If not once, probably, if not 10 times, if not 100 times, maybe 1,000,000 times, right? But I think it's all in your mind how you respond to failure, right? I think I just want you guys to understand that if you're trying something and you're failing, that will gain much more respect than somebody who is not trying at all. I don't care how many goddamn times I want to do something in my life, but if I fail, I'm okay living with that as long as I tried. But what I am not okay with is just never trying at all, right? Don't be afraid. And I think that's another problem that we have today, too. We live in a really weak society, man. I mean, we just do. I mean, in my opinion, I just feel like this is probably one of the weakest eras that our society has ever been. I just don't feel like there's a lot of toughness. I feel like society is now what I was the first 27 years of my life, taking everyone's bullshit, getting run all over, getting stomped on, getting bullied, getting made fun of, and I just took it right in the chin, turned the other cheek because I was soft. I was soft as Charmin tissue paper, baby. I was soft, right? Well, guess what? Not anymore. That could be further from the truth. It's like what Will Smith said in the movie Focus, right? There's two types of people in this world. There's nails and there's hammers, right? You decide which one you want to be. And goddamn, I was a nail for so long, but not anymore. Now I'm a fucking hammer now, okay? A hammer, and I love it. I love it. And I think it means the world to me. But again, it's all in the mind, right? That's just the mindset that I have. That's the mindset shift that I had to make. That's the mindset shift that I needed to make. Because I failed so much in my life. I failed so much in my journey. I failed so much in so many avenues in my life, primarily my health and fitness journey. So because I became so good at failing at it, I truly understand what needs to be done to find some level of success, to find that true level of trying to be successful, right? Again, I don't want to say I'm successful because I'm not. I don't want to tell my mind I've made it because I didn't. I don't want to tell myself I succeeded because I didn't. But I have steps towards success. I have found steps towards success. And I think that's the main goal of this, right? When you're failing, when you're struggling, when you're crying, when you're suffering, when you're trying something and you're failing, it's okay because you're trying, right? But for those people out there, man, if you want to do something or you have something in your mind and you're like, dude, I want to really try this. I really want to do it. But for whatever reason, I just can't, or I won't, or I don't want to, or something's holding me back. I'm telling you right now, you're making the biggest mistake of your entire goddamn life right now. Because today, right now, one fact I will promise all of you, for all of you that are listening to this, seeing this, hearing this, etc., today is the youngest age you will ever be. Right now, today. Right this second, this is the youngest age you will ever be today. Okay? So remember that. So if there's something that you love, if there's a greatness, if there's a dream, if there's a goal, and you want it, man, and you're chasing it, and you want to get after it, it doesn't have to be big or small. Who are we to judge how big or small it is? I tell people all the time, so many people come up to me and they're like, man, dude, your story's incredible. You lost 200 pounds. I only lost, 5 pounds, or I only lost 2 pounds. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, man, but it's nothing compared to yours. And I stopped them right there. And I honestly get pissed off. I'm like, what do you mean it's not? I was like, that's freaking amazing. I'm like, dude, you just told me you lost 5 pounds. That's incredible. That's a goal. That's a dream. That's a greatness. Don't compare your journey to mine. I don't know what you've been through. You don't know what I've been through. It's okay. I mean, we're not competing against each other, man. You're competing against yourself, right? You failed on your journey. Now you're finding steps towards success. So whatever failures you went through on your path to losing the 5 pounds, you obviously corrected your mistakes. You learned from your failures, and now you're on your path towards success. That's why you lost 5 pounds, right? But that doesn't mean that I lost 200 pounds and my story is better than yours, or my journey is better than yours. That's a weak mentality, okay? That's like somebody who's a bully. A bully is an insecure, just literally a loser's mentality. Bullies, you know what they are, dude? Honestly, they're nothing but a bunch of insecure losers. They're insecure about their own lives, and what they will love to do is see somebody who's vulnerable and weak, and they want to go up to them, and they want to tear that guy down or girl down, knowing that they're in a bad position to uplift themselves, to make themselves feel better, right? And they love to compare also. Well, he has this, she has this, but they don't have what I got. He does this, she does this, but they don't got what I got, right? And they tell them that to their face, and they make them feel bad, and they make them feel sad, and they try to hurt them, right? And that's why bullies end up in last, one way or another. I promise you, man. Karma comes after them, believe me, right? It'll find its way to them. But either way, bullies aside, outside people aside, friends aside, family aside, my point is, man, like, don't be afraid to fail. And I think that's the moral of my entire episode. I think people out there, they need to understand that I just feel like people aren't trying enough, or they're not chasing what they want because they're afraid to fail. I'm the first guy to tell you that. I wanted to try this for a long time. Podcasting, coaching, speaking. I mean, I've had little success, but I failed a lot too, and I don't know if I'm going to, find path towards success even now. I don't know, but I'm trying, man. I swear to God, I'm trying. I really am. I think that's the whole point of me taking this leap of faith and really trying to put the extra effort in, right? To go out there and put myself out there and tell my stories and talk about my failures and talk about the times that I quit and talk about my entire journey of losing 200 pounds and what I had to endure and all the pain and all the blood and all the sweat and all the tears and all the fears and everything that I went through and all the goddamn walls I had to break. If you hear it in my voice, man, all the goddamn walls, like, you guys have no idea. Those were the darkest times of my life. Like, I still remember them like it was yesterday, right? But I will say, those were the darkest times, and a lot of those dark times came with a lot of failure, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, because I became an expert at it. And because I became an expert at dealing with the pain and dealing with the darkness and becoming an expert at failing, that's why I'm in front of you guys right now, talking to you, speaking to you, helping you, coaching you, making you understand that, you know what, if you want to be great, if you want to do something that you love, if you want to chase that greatness, if you want to accomplish that dream, just try. Just try. Even if you fail, it's okay. You tried, right? You will gain more respect from everyone out there. And again, I know I'm the first guy to tell you I don't care about anyone's opinions, but still, it's about a respect level, right? Even from the people that love you, that care about you, even your immediate family, it could just be them. They will respect you more for trying, right? But if you're somebody that just does not try at all, then I feel like you're only cheating yourself. You're hurting yourself, because you don't know what's waiting for you on the other side, right? You don't know how far you can go. You don't know what greatness is waiting for you on the other side of that wall, right? How will you know? You're never going to know, because you failed and you don't want to get back up and try again. Take it from me, man. Like I said, I always tell myself, I tell all of you guys all the time, I'm the ultimate quitter. I quit so much in my life. I literally can't tell you how many times, I quit just thinking about those moments. But along with quitting came with a whole lot of failure. A lot of it, right? And I think that's the moral of this entire episode. It's, learn how to fail, because you're going to fail a lot in this journey, whatever journey it is: health, fitness, wellness, your career, your relationship, marriage, parenthood, whatever it is, right? Starting a business, starting a new career, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish. I mean, it could even be something small, like building a table, in your house, right? Building a desk, right? But how will you know if you don't try? If you fail, it's okay. If you fail building a desk, it's okay. All you got to do it's very simple, right? It's no different than failing in weight loss or failing in any other aspect, right? Learn what you did wrong. Go back and understand why you failed, right? Write it down on a piece of paper, write it down on a pen, sit there, analyze, go through it again, dissect it piece by piece, and then go back and try it again. And then rinse and repeat. Okay, try it again. Okay, try it again, right? And I guarantee you, if you do that and you have that mentality, understanding why you're failing, and then trying again and learning from those mistakes and really, really implementing that and then trying again, oh man, I promise you, you will be unstoppable. But if you don't try at all, I'm sorry to say, man, I think that makes you the ultimate failure. You're the ultimate failure. The only way I look at anyone as the ultimate failure is the person that doesn't try. Don't be the person that doesn't try, man. If I was that person that never tried, I would still be 405 pounds. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if I would be here right now talking to you guys. So that's the one thing I'm going to leave you guys with. Okay? Please try, right? Do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for me, man. I mean, I can be last on that depth chart there, but just do it. Just try, right? Just try. It's going to be okay, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of failure, man. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what anyone else says. It's you against you. It's your journey. It's your path. It's your life. Today's the youngest day that you're ever going to be, right? Or today is the day you will be the youngest you will ever be. Today is the day the youngest you will ever be. So why not, man? Just go. Get after it. It's okay. You're going to fail. It's okay. Get up and do it again and again and again and again. And I promise you, you're going to hit success one day or steps towards success, and you're going to be an expert failure. And maybe one day you'll be able to tell your story the way I am with you guys, right? As I'm working through that too, right? I mean, I'm trying. That's all I can tell you. I'm trying. Not successful, but trying. Trying to find steps towards success. So that's it, man, for episode 6. That's all I got. Hopefully I got great content for you guys. Follow me at Raheel the Speaker. You can apply for my one-on-one coaching in my Linktree link in my Instagram bio. That's up there as well. Let me know. Would love to work with you guys on my program. I will talk about that more in detail on my next episode and even on my Instagram. Facebook, I have my business page up, Wallbreaker 200. YouTube, I have, my channel, Raheel the Speaker. Please follow it. We're going to be on Spotify, on Google, on multiple platforms all over. And I got some more exciting announcements coming up here too. So 2025 has been a big year. I worked really hard the last few months to really kind of help get my business, get my name, up and running off the ground. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the following. Hopefully my content, my show is, providing great content for you guys. Hopefully you guys will still be loyal fans with me, ride with me. I'll ride with you forever. And remember, I'll leave you with this. Try, because if you don't try, you will be the ultimate failure. And I know you are not the ultimate failure. So do me a favor and try. Peace out. Much love, guys. Until next time. Thanks.